Okay guys, welcome back. Today we will be installing this blender tank here. Okay, and this, what a pressure tank does is that it keeps the well from having to work 24/7. It keeps water inside here, and there's a bladder above the water that traps air roughly at, depending on the necessity of the pump. Most people set the pump to cut on at 30 to 60 psi. So we discharge this tank. This tank came pre-charged. It's 20 gallon. And so you don't have to do nothing else, but what we do have to do is put the appropriate connections onto the tank in order to connect it into the system. Now, the first and most important piece of this installation is this, the tank T. It's a 1-inch tank T, and we're gonna use Teflon tape. But all you really need for installation is your pipe wrench or your adjustable wrench to get it done. I had some Teflon tape around here. Some Teflon tape. The Teflon tape and whatnot. You'll need a check valve, as this helps water from returning to the pump, returning to the well when the pump goes dead. This is supposed to be installed between the tank and the well. So the check valve, and you just want to make sure that your direction is flowing. There's an arrow. Here is the arrow. So the water is flowing this way. The water should be, this part should be connected to the well, this part to the tank, because the arrow indicates it. So we'll be putting on the check valve on one end, and we're going to just slowly screw it together. We're going to assemble it and put it together permanently. So there will be a check valve on one end. The second thing we have is the pressure gauge. As I say, when the pressure gauge is installed, the water cuts on between the 30 and the 60 psi, so you'll know how much pressure is in the tank and if everything is working properly. And which side it goes on really don't matter. Right here. Okay, then we have a drain valve. This is just basically a spigot, and it is used to relieve the water, to drain the tank of the water. The current tank that is there has a drain valve, and we'll be draining it in the next scene. This is a nipple. Well, I wanted to work with a brass nipple. This is a stainless steel nipple. After a while, this nipple will be getting rusty and so on and so forth, but we'll have to work with it for now. I'm going back to Lowe's. If I can find a brass nipple, I'll try to work with it, but that's it for now. And then our last but not least, you'll need to have a relief valve, just in case you're having a problem with your pressure switch and the pump for some reason just keeps going, instead of bursting the tank, instead of the tank exploding or whatnot, the pressure valve would automatically trigger and release. So with all these pieces connected, this is what the tank's supposed to look like. you're going to have the well coming in on this side. Your pressure switch will be sitting above here, and here you'll connect to the house, and it's as simple as that. I get a little carried away ahead of myself, but we've tightened these. As you can see, I got a little scuff there, but make sure you tighten them properly. I just saw next YouTuber saying one next reason too that you're gonna need your, because right now I'm just having some terrible leaking, but this symptom that this other YouTuber mentioned, I noticed it here before, the water pulsating. So this is how you know that the we really need a new pressure tank. And when you see the condition the one is in, you're gonna say I'm underestimating, underplaying the situation. This terrible condition it's in. So let's make sure. Come on, people, like, subscribe, give me these views. My wife want me in a workshop and offer her kitchen table. She's tired of it. She said, ish. I wanted to turn around a little bit more. Oh, I got to face it this direction. And just like this, guys. Just like this. Okay. Now that I've got my tea all set up, beautiful condition, we're going to install it. And to install it, it already came with a elbow. We're going to remove this safety seal. So that safety seal there. We're gonna just give it a dry fit test. Okay. I got a bit scared, so it's fitting. Get some Teflon done tape right here. It's turned, right? There you go, guys. All left to be added is your pressure switch right here. Make your connections. Bada boom, bada bing. Okay. Okay, guys. So the battery has started. As I said, they didn't use brass pipe, and so everything is stuck. I'm still challenged with how am I gonna get the from out the sink, but I've got the first piece on. I'm gonna continue ahead until I can, because I really don't want to turn this in an all-day job, and it's already been hours already. So we're gonna remove this and hopefully come back and show you the new setup. But whatever disconnection you have to make, because remember this is an auto, we're gonna disconnect it. I'm replacing the tank and everything because there was leakage here. As you can see, the gauge is rusted. This is rusted. They didn't use they barely use brass here, but they use real pipe here. So now I'm stuck trying to undo the pipe. But anyway, be back. I wasn't able to get my drain valve working, but we're at the first milestone. Now it's time to remove this and somehow get this disconnected from here. I'm probably going to have to try come through with a grinder or an hacksaw blade to cut this and remove it away. Then I'll be able to better off manipulate the situation between here and here. I'm trying not to touch the pressure switch. I'm trying my hardest not to. Quick, guys, tips on why you should change your pressure tank on your well system. This is the water that you could possibly be drinking. Call your plumber today. Okay, guys, it is close quarters. I had to run an extension. Oh fuck, this is electric. Look at that shit. Damn, salt water right there, but let me plug it up to be safe. But we managed to get our disconnected from the well. And YouTube, I would like to know how the fuck they connect the well to the directly to the tank, the pressure tank. There it is, connected directly to the pressure tank and all that madness. So I'm gonna remove this, clean up the area. Finally got it out to cut it off. We're gonna level the area so we can place the tank nice and flush and without any problem. Okay, guys, it's been 4 hours into the operation, and at first I was skeptical about digging it up and cutting, because if it was a wellhead it would have been problem. But then I found out that this isn't the head of the well, so I decided to cut it out, and then I'm gonna rise it up a few, like I'm rising it up like 6 inches, and then we put back a elbow on it. So I have to put a connect here, 6 inches up, a elbow on it. Then we're gonna set a block, level it off. As a matter of fact, we're gonna level off the block and everything right here first, and then we come up the 6 inches and get set up. But me and Persian say, hey Prince, back up, back up, back up, back up, Prince. Everything's a little fuzzy, but we got our new platform in. It's gonna be level, firm. Oh, okay, guys, it's night raining outside. We're at the final piece. We added on a connector this way. I can unconnect and reconnect. So the next person want to take them that's 8 hours to finish the project. It will be just twist off, reconnect what you're connecting. So after this, I'm gonna move it in line and connect it back to this, connect back to this. Doesn't look like it's complete. It was a little bit of space to work, guys. A little bit. This is the pressure switch. I install it in here. Guys, it's just too close. I'm gonna have to show you guys the old pressure switch and explain. Okay guys, this is the aftermath of the pressure tank wars. I was busting out tools. It's our old pressure tank. We're gonna examine it. I'm having problem with the footing here, so I'm in North Carolina. If anybody know a good contractor, I'm trying to replace the entire footing of this. It's a double wide house. I think it's poor. Look at they just slapped this stuff together, man. Look at the footing. It's just terrible. They didn't dig it down. I wanted the footing to go down at least a foot into the earth. But anyways, we're talking about the aftermath. We changed out this bad boy here, and I come to realize that the bladder was damaged and the tank got full, because I kept messing with the new one thinking that it wasn't full enough. I keep messing with the new one thinking that it wasn't full enough. I'm gonna have to go back under there, go and clean up and everything. But this is what the completely new setup look like. Okay guys, here is a representation of your pressure switch, which is on the pressure tank. Sorry for the dirt. So you have these two ports where the cords will be coming in. You'll have the power cord coming in on this side, and you'll be having the pump coming in on this side. So when you bring them in, you'll have 4 wire and 2 ground. You put the 2 power cable on the inside. So 1 power cable here, 1 power cable here, and 1 well pump here, 1 well pump here. And then the circuit will be closed. So inside for power, outside for well pump, and close the circuit, and then you'll ground right here. See the grounding symbol right here. And then after that, you connect your well pump. Make sure, because I made the same mistake too, make sure you have your air gauge. Your air gauge, it should be 28 psi. If your power switch is going to cut off at 30 psi to 50 psi, make sure the tank is at 28 psi in order for it to intake some water, and the bladder won't be too expanded. But this bladder failed and it's filled with water. So in my next video, we're going to use a grinding wheel and cut it open and examine the insides. Okay, mate? And we're going to have to build a door right here and do some type of project, some type of rehabilitation project. But it is spring, guys, and lots to do. Like, subscribe. Look at Prince just chilling. Persian. He's always ready.